festivalcircuit.com and the director of the Houston Comedy Film Festival Summer 2022. Coming up Saturday, August the 13th, we are going to be screening a film by Aaron Sciortino from Down Under. It's good to have you up here. It's good to have you. I know the time is different, but welcome. How are you?
I'm good, thanks, Michael. How are you?
Good. So I want to talk to you about your film, and I don't want to, with Grasscutter, I don't want to give away the synopsis. So I'm going to allow you to tell us what we're going to see in August.
Okay, so The Grasscutter is a short comedy film about these two kind of really laid back stoner guys who just encounter this really weird problem one day where this random person just shows up knocking on their door. They answer and they just every few months or so they show up just saying that they're pretending to do some kind of chore for them, like cutting their grass or washing their dishes, and demanding money for it when they didn't actually do it, and it's really shady.
So how did you come up with the concept for this? It seems a little bizarre. How did you come up with this?
So a lot of people laugh when I explain this, but it was actually based on a true story from my own personal life.
So were you the one doing the grass cutting, or...
No, I was more the victim of it. I just had this really weird problem for a couple of years or so where I just have this guy. I didn't know him. No one in my family knew who he was, but once every 3 months or so, we just had him knocking on our door and demanding for money, saying that he cut our grass.
Well, that's bizarre. So I can see how you would make a story out of that. Pretty funny stuff. And
Yeah, it was really bizarre.
how'd you put together? I know it's a short film, it's a microfilm, but there somebody had to press record on the camera, and somebody had to act in it. So please talk to me about how you put this together.
Yeah, this was all actually a student film as a part of my film course at SAE Institute. Yeah, so we had this project. This was for a try 5 film, so just the second last trimester of the course. We had this project where our teacher taught us all to think deeply about some stories from our own personal life that we think we can turn into a script. That was the first thing that came into mind for me. I decided to pitch that to the class, and when I pitched that, it made everyone laugh, and it ended up being picked to be made. And a few people, I got a small crew together to jump on board for it.
Wow. So is school, where was that your first step into the film industry? How did you go from someone who just had some good ideas to someone who wants to create content that people can actually look at?
Yeah, so it probably all started when I was in high school. I took this media class, which was really film related. We had this project right at the end of the class where we got to make our first ever short film. That was back in like 2016, and I just made my first ever film, which was like a horror. And straight after high school, that was really fun, and it helped me to fund my passion in filmmaking. And so I started studying at film school in 2019, and I've been a film student for the last 3 years.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, is there anyone that you know that's going to be in attendance at the festival?
Just our sound designer, Simon Reach
Mm-hmm.
of Reich, may possibly be there. He knows, or he has a friend living in Texas who's going to attend.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Love the connection. Well, that's great. Well, we can't wait to show this film in front of a live audience. The judges got a kick out of it, got a good laugh. Thought it was
Yeah.
a little bizarre, thought it was off the wall, but we knew that there was some kind of a story behind it. So I
I'm
appreciate you
glad you
filling
guys
me in.
liked it.
So, anything you're working on in the future before we get out of here?
At the moment, I'm writing a feature-length horror screenplay. Yeah,
All
I
right.
hope to get it made. But I hope to get it made someday. But for now, it's just a screenplay. I hope it can turn into something in the future.
All right. Exciting stuff. Stepping up to feature films already. Is it something you want to shoot yourself, or are you just trying to sell your screenplay to another company?
I'm hoping to sell it someday. I could shoot it myself if I get my hands on some equipment.
Sure. Sure. All right. Well, it's been a pleasure. I appreciate you joining us. Is there anything you wanted to add before we go?
I just can't wait for everyone to see the grass cutter, and I hope it gives everyone a good laugh.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you.